Hey y'all, what's up? This is Miss Jessica speaking. Tonight I am reading a story that I created myself. If you like it, please leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to catch all my latest videos. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. The town, once full of life and spirit, now a vampire's dinner plate. We were once at peace with the humans in that town. We had settled an agreement that we would leave humans alone and settle for animals if they agreed to let us live in peace and not try to cause our extinction because they were fearful of us. We vampires meant no harm, and even though there were few of us who only thirst on human blood, many of us had more morals than that. The humans deserve to live just as much as we. However, when the humans began to try and kill off our kind, that's when we struck back. My father, the leader of our clan, grew tired of the war and spoke with the mayor of the town. They settled with a compromise. But that compromise was broken by a single drop of blood. A villager by the name of Jonathan Lumber, a man who loathed our kind so much that if his saliva was made of holy water, he spit on us on every chance he received just to see us burn. Jonathan pretended to make amends with our kind. He said he was being a narrow-minded bastard and wanted to apologize. He invited my father, my mother, and I, and my father's most trusted man, Lockhart, to a feast to prove his change of heart. My father was a man who easily trusted others, his once major flaw. The forgiveness feast was a trap, and Jonathan had men waiting to ambush us. My father tried to settle the dilemma without any bloodshed. But what Jonathan did next, that's what brought the Red War. He grabbed my mother and jammed a stake into her heart, then threw her down as if she were nothing. My father's eyes turned blood red. He let out a blood-curdling scream. He began biting into every one of Jonathan's men strugglers and ripping their throats out. When he got to Jonathan, he ripped his arms and legs apart, leaving him to bleed out a slow and agonizing death. That day, my father's heart turned black, and no more was there peace amongst the vampires and humans. I couldn't stand the sight of what was happening all around me. I could hear the patronizing screams of men, women, and children as they were about to meet their death. If I could cry, I would have shed 1,000 tears. I begged and I pleaded for my father to stop this chaos. Let there be no more of this useless dying. He shunned everything I said and told me to get used to it. It was raining that day, and I was out in the part of the town the humans had once lived. I was desperately seeking for any human who still had a heartbeat. If I could find anyone, I would get them out of that town into a place where it was safe. I heard the soft crying of a young boy. Crying. It was a human. I raced my way to the sound, anxiety filling me up inside, hoping to reach the child before any of the other ones did. However, when I reached him, it was too late. 3 vampires had found him and were circling him like vultures ready for their prey to die. Oh, there, sweetie. What are you crying for? Are you scared? Gabriella said in a sadistic tone. She loved torturing her prey. The little boy didn't answer and buried his face into his hands, hoping to make them go away if he couldn't see them. Gabriella, come on. Can we just get this over with? I'm starving. Lucas, a vampire used to be my lover, said in a very annoyed way to her, not liking to wait. They were getting ready to tear apart his flesh when I dashed to them and slammed Lucas's face into the wall and the third vampire, Edmund, onto the gravel floor. I hissed at them, warning them to back off. Edmund kicked my feet out from underneath me and Gabriella stepped onto my chest, pinning me down. Oh, looky here if it isn't Scarlet. Are you trying to save little piggy from the big bad wolves? She mocked me with her laughter. I glared at her with pure hatred. Don't you dare touch the little boy. He has the right to live. He didn't cause this war. Gabriella chuckled and rolled her eyes. Do you think I even care about that in the slightest? I was just glad your father quit being an idiot. Humans are food, nothing more. Just like that pile of flesh over there. She gestured to the little boy, licking her disgusting lips. Those idiots forgot to pin down my arms, so I jammed my nails into her leg and twisted it, nearly breaking her ankle. She screamed in pain, and I took my opportunity to push her off of me. Lucas and Edmund lunged at me, but I dodged by rolling past them and swiftly snatched up the boy and run like the hell out of there. I could hear their light and swift footsteps behind me, gaining on me rather quick. I had to get that boy out of there, give him a chance at life. They came at me at all sides, but being limber and having a great deal of agility, I was able to evade the attacks. Once I had enough of an opening, I kicked off my feet and flew into the air, spreading out my wings. I gripped the boy tightly to my chest, making sure they couldn't snatch him from underneath. I flew for what seemed like 1,000 years. They had stopped chasing me at some point in time, before the sun was about to rise. I needed to get somewhere quick before my skin turned to ash. I wasn't going to leave this boy by himself, out in a world alone and so young. It would have been a waste in saving him for him to only die this way. I found an abandoned house and flew in there. I covered all the windows with anything I could find. Afterwards, I held the boy tight against my chest. He was sobbing, so frightened by what had happened. Shh. Listen, I'm not going to harm you, okay? I rescued you. Can you tell me your name? My name's Scarlet, I say, in a soothing tone, letting him know I meant no harm. The boy slowly lifted his head up, and his big, deep blue eyes stared into my light gray ones. His eyes, they were so beautiful, so innocent. My name is Noah, he said in a blubbery voice from all the crying. Hello, Noah, I said with a warm smile. Noah, the only human I was able to save from a horrendous fate, but it was still a life. And one life can make a difference. His life definitely made a difference in mine. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want to do that you want to show. Yeah, that story was awesome. Anyway, peace out.